Hey, what's up everybody? This is Matt from Rocky's War Room. And today I have something a little bit different for you. This here is Old Glory 15's Historical Miniatures review. This one here is going to be the Early Ashigaru Pikeman Lancers. Pikeman / Lancers. And Old Glory 15s cannot be confused with Old Glory, like the Old Glory Army, because this is a company out of Michigan. That does the Old Glory 15mm Samurai. Now, regular Old Glory, which I've done a review for, has the 25mm or 28mm Old Glory figures like this one here. Samurai, which are awesome looking. I'm impressed with those. But these are the 15mm Old Glory 15s. So we're just going to take a look at them. I've actually got 4 packs of these. And I'm currently putting them all together. I've got an example of one put together for you as well after we take a look at the miniatures. So these are the Pikeman Lancers. The code on it is SM24. If you go to their website, just type in Old Glory 15s. And they're not bad. They're not terrible, but they're not bad. If I can get this focused, there we go. You take a quick look at them. As you can see, they got a hole for the Shashimano, which the Shashimanos, they're all the same across the samurai range that they have, where you cut them off here and you put that point in the hole right there. And what I usually do is I usually put a little dab of glue on their helmet there and stick it right there just to make sure that it has a couple points to stick to. But as you can see, there's some pretty good detail. There's some flash to clean up. The only thing that I don't care for about these miniatures, these 15mm, which I'm sure it's the same across the board, I don't know. As you can see, they have no pikes or no lances in their hand. So you actually got to drill a 1mm hole right here. Come on, focus. Let me see if I can't focus in on this. There we go. Hold on. Just let it autofocus there. You got to drill a 1mm hole in his hand. This one in particular, you can just lay on his hand here. But if you look at the different poses, you have to cut this piece off here. And let me see if I can. That's actually a lot better if I just do that. But if you see, you got to cut this little piece off here, which is no big deal, but he's holding it in 2 hands. So you have to take your knife, drill a pilot hole with your knife, the tip of your knife, and then place your drill hole going up on this one. You could try it going down, but you might ruin the hat. But I typically will drill a hole in this hand here, up through this hand right here. And if I can't get a good hole on the top one, I'll just lean it behind the hand so it looks like he's kind of holding it. But for the most part, that's the only thing that I don't care about, or that I don't like about these Old Glory 15 Pikeman Lancers. All the rest of them are pretty good. Let me show you another pose. I believe that's the same pose. I think there's like 3 or 4 different poses. Wow, now how did that happen? There we go. Here's another one, same pose. And you get 24 of them for $10. That's really, that's pretty good, especially for if you're on a budget. We saw that one. We saw that one. I'm not sure. Yeah, for the most part, I mean, you're pretty much seeing a couple poses. You got this pose here. You got this pose here, which is the same, I think. You got this pose here. I mean, for Ashigaru, they're pretty good. They'll do the trick. They paint up nice. I've painted up some of the archers already, and they're not that hard to paint because it's black lacquered armor, right? And with the black lacquered armor, you basically paint all the face, the cloth, their under armor basically, whatever color you need, plus they're white, all that stuff. And then you just paint the armor black and the helmet black if you want. Put a little dot on their helmet of any color. Or if you can freehand Mons, they're pretty easy to paint. Not the best poses in the world. I am probably a little bit bigger fan of the Essex miniatures, 15 mil Samurai, but these do the trick. These will work. And then you get a pack, and these are the exact amount, so don't waste them or lose them or bend them. But the lances and our pikes, very sturdy metal. So they're metal tubes. They're hollow, I believe, aren't they? No, they're not hollow. They're just metal pieces of metal stick. This package is not hollow. The last ones were. And of course, all you need is some straight pliers to flatten out the end to make it look like a pike, and you just paint it. So cut them off to length. They are rather long, but you get the exact amount. So be careful. Don't lose these. I've lost one, and I've actually having a hard time finding but you can't buy one. So I bought something equivalent, but I had to buy a whole package of them. So thankfully, they're 1 millimeter or less than 1 millimeter. I think they might be a 3/4 of a millimeter or something like that. But the 1 millimeter drill bit to drill the holes is perfect to get them to fit. So now let's take a look at a finished one all put together. These are the Old Glory 15s, and you got the Shashimano on there, and like I was talking about, I put a glue point there and glued it here. I use CA gap filling glue like I use for everything that's metal. It sticks the best, it hardens the best, and they're not going anywhere. These are very sturdy. I can pick it up by them. I can pick it up by their little pikes here. So as you can see, the pikes are rather long. The Yaris, I guess you can call them. They come in different poses, like I was saying. If you look, this guy's got one straight out. This one's kind of somewhat out, but that's because I had to put it behind the hand rather than being able to get the drill in there. I didn't fuss with it too much. I just kind of put it where they lie. Oops, this one. Oh, I didn't glue that one. I need to glue that one. I'm glad I picked this one up because it's separated there. You put a little glue there and glue that on there. You don't need a lot. It's just enough to hold it there. So, and even if you bump it a little bit, it's not going to go anywhere. You just got to be careful. And I also put them on a 1/2 inch by 1.5 inch base. I'm basing these for a game called Taiko. And that's plywood, as you can see, MDF from Litco. And they're going to go 3 to a base. And the game I'm playing, typical unit's going to be 4 of these put together. And it's about 50 min per miniature. But they paint up quick. I like them. They're not my absolute favorite. I have ordered some 15 mil Essex miniatures just to fill in the stuff that they don't sell for Old Glory 15s. I also am getting some Ming Chinese and Korean that they sell on their website as well. So I will be reviewing those as well. But there it is. That's the Old Glory 15s SM24 pack, which is the Early Ashigaru Pikeman / Lancers, or Yaris, if you want to know the technical term. So that's all I got for you. Thanks for sticking with me. Thanks for subscribing. If you haven't, please do. Please tell a friend. Like this video. Leave me some comments. Tell me what you think of these little guys. I rather like them. From me to you, ta-ta, and we'll see you in the next video.